So let's go ahead and take a look at an example. Kayla is helping her sister bake cupcakes for a baby shower. She already has 10 cupcakes done and is going to bake 12 more every hour. Write an equation that represents the relationship between the hours and the number of cupcakes. Okay, so a couple things we want to dissect here is chances are if it's a linear equation, it's going to follow the form y equals mx plus b. And I'm actually going to go ahead and change these colors because m is going to represent our slope and b is going to represent our y-intercept. So both of these m and b, we're going to switch out. They're not going to be there when we write our equation, but x and y will. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to identify what's the slope and what's the y-intercept. So based off of that quiz game you guys just did, the slope, remember, is that pattern. So I'm looking for a pattern. Does she do the same amount every time? So let me reread this problem. Kayla's helping her sister bake cupcakes. She already has 10. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's a pattern. So she already has 10 and is going to bake 12 more every hour. 12 more every hour, that's going to go ahead and be my pattern there. So that's going to be the slope. So the slope is going to be 12 because she's doing 12 every hour. Now I'm going to go ahead and look for that y-intercept, which you're guessing it might be the other number there. But remember, your y-intercept is your starting point. So it says she already has 10. She already has 10 cupcakes done. That 10 is going to be her starting point. So then altogether, the equation for this problem is going to be y equals, I'm following this format, mx plus b, but my m is 12, 12x plus my b, which was 10. And this would be the equation, where 12 is the slope from the 12 every hour. You can even label if you want, slope. And b, 10 is the b, which is that y-intercept. There. And that would be your equation. Only other part I would want you to label is what do x and y represent? We want to say like what they are. So x is basically it's usually a time, and it's basically like, well, when is the pattern happening? 12 more every hour. So x is going to go ahead and be the hours. So that's why it's 12 every hour. Y is going to be the total of whatever you're talking about. So this is going to be the cupcakes. Okay. So your final answer, it doesn't need to include these lines here. It just should have the y equals 12x plus 10, and then this section here where it's the x and the y for cupcakes and hours. Go ahead and try the next one, which is on the next slide first, and then watch the video. So try it first, and then you can watch the video to see if you got the